Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 450,000th rendition of very minor changes, but actually have a massive effect on how you build an SR20 top mount manifold. That was one of the first manifolds I ever made, was an SR20 manifold. It went on my SR13, and it was shit. I mean, it wasn't shit. It worked quite well. And then I made another one immediately afterwards, and the first one I scrapped because I wasn't very happy with it. It wasn't shit, it just wasn't the best. It could have been better. That's the first thing that you do with everything. So that was the first manifold I ever made. That was before Walton Motorsport was actually a thing. Then I just did this in the evening after work one day. I had some experience in building manifolds prior to that, but nothing using these materials that we use in these manifolds, so there was a bit of a learning curve using schedule. Can't remember where I'm going with this story, but essentially 500 times changing this design later, I think we might be semi-close to the final rendition of our SR20 top mount manifold.
Said that last time.
I did say that last time.
And time before.
That's enough. It's been a long road. It's been emotional, this. When I first made a manifold, getting hold of a car like this was very difficult. S15s were very expensive. I mean, they're not cheap now, but they were incredibly expensive at the time, and not really anyone had one. And anyone that did have one didn't want to let me loose on it just to take the manifold off and put a top mount on, because they wanted to keep them standard at the time. Now, S15 is slightly easier to get hold of. This one, actually, I have borrowed from JDM Garage, and I borrowed it because they wanted their kit changed slightly, and I wanted to change their kit slightly because we make their kits. Big industry secret. I don't think it's much of a secret. It's big industry secret. Should do that as like the title for the video. Just massive industry secret. Walton Motorsport make JDM Garage's kits. Did you know? I think everyone knew. So we're changing it because this is the point that I'm getting to. I needed S15 because our other kit didn't really fit an S15 with ABS. It was just a little bit too far over, and you couldn't clock the turbo just quite enough to get it down nicely past the ABS unit. So this is why we're doing this final one, and I've got this S15 with ABS from JDM Garage, so that I can do the final placement and make this. And if it will fit this one, it will fit all the other ones. Hopefully. I mean, it will. There can't be any other reason why it wouldn't fit it. I mean, it's small, it's more compact. It misses the ABS unit, and I'm going to show you all this in a minute with some mock-up parts, and hopefully the first in the country available for sale, although it's not available for sale because I bought it and I'm keeping it. Turbosmart Turbosmart 6262 should be arriving in the post any minute, so if I hear a van pull up outside, I'm going to be running outside to get hold of the first turbo, and then we're going to put that on there and make a kit for JDM Garage which fits both a Garrett turbo and more importantly, the Turbosmart turbo, because Turbosmart are the bollocks.
So that's one of the reasons the manifold's changed so much, isn't it? Because people keep releasing new turbos, like the G series.
Yeah.
And then there's issues and.
Yeah, I mean, well, the first one was designed on an S13, and that happened to fit an S14 quite nicely as well, because they're quite similar. They're very similar. And then Garrett brought out the G series turbo, which is different to their GTX range turbo in the fact that it's more compact. So the lower ring of the turbo is much closer. Everything's a lot more squished, which means one of the pipes, this pipe,
the compressor cover hangs lower, doesn't it?
Yeah, the compressor cover leaves, because everything's more compact, the compressor cover hangs lower, which meant it clattered upon this pipe here, which didn't look like this. It was a bit more further over, a bit straighter. And came around there, so it hit that on our other manifold, so we changed that so that it missed it, and then
Oh wait, one variation was to put a bigger turbo.
Yes.
Then the G series came out. They went to change it again.
Yeah, that was it.
And probably another 10 variations on top of that.
It was all, and then a tuner would ring me up and say, Michael, it's all right, but we've made it work, but it'd be better if you do this. Could you do this? And I'll go, yes, I potentially can do that. Let me look into that for you. And then I did that, and then it kind of escalates from then. So it's continuous moving. All of our products, in fact, continuously change all the time. There might be subtle changes, little bits and pieces, constant improvement. So I'm still waiting. I'm literally hoping for that delivery for the Turbosmart turbo, so I can just whack it on and show you. But you'll never know, because we'll just cut to the frame that we have the Turbosmart turbo. For now, I'm going to put this in, and then I'm going to put a plastic version that our Andrew, who's holding the camera right now, has printed. It's a 35-900 with a 1.01 rear housing. You're not really going to want to put a bigger turbo than that on an SR. I don't think. I am going to show you a bigger turbo on it because it's fun. But we think realistically that's probably the biggest turbo you're going to want to put on an SR, or one that we're going to sell. So commercially available. You can have any size turbo you want on anything. If you ring us up, I'll put the biggest Turbosmart or Garrett mate on it for you. But for an off-the-shelf product that you can buy through our website, I think that's going to be that size on nice. Look, you see how easy that was to put on as well. Part of the design. Try and get in every single Motorsport manifold that we make is ease to assemble. That gets overlooked quite a lot by quite a lot of different people. Oh, well, the manifold does this, the manifold does that, but does it go on easily? Because trust me, when you're like 3 o'clock in the morning, you're trying to get this done before an event, and you've like blown your engine up and you're just reassembling it. What you really want is your exhaust manifold to do this. He says as he fumbles to put it on, but it will go on. Yes. There we go. I wanted to do it with one hand. I wanted to prove a point. There you go. One hand. It's on. Did fumble a little bit, but it's on. It's on. So just do the bolts up, and you can get round all of the bolts nicely. Nothing's difficult. You get on and off. Quite proud of that, really, because it does make a difference. Anyone that builds a car knows that does really make a difference. I'm going to put a few nuts on this, and get a big plastic turbo, and then I shall meet you in approximately now. Plastic turbo that I just told you I was going to get. This is a 35, that's my 35-900. I told you that already. You already know all of this, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm just filming this bit to show you how it fits with the ABS unit. And Andrew, you need a longer reach, mate. You need a long. So there we go. Now I'm going to get a downpipe that sits like that, and then goes down there, down like a downpipe should. That's really all I was demonstrating, was how it fits, and the fact that we have these cool plastic turbos. Do you know why these plastic turbos are so cool? Because holding a turbo like this whilst trying to do something else and trying to get a position right when you're mocking up manifolds and making custom stuff and all sorts of bits and pieces like that is incredibly painful, especially for someone with such puny arms such as myself.
The bigger the turbo, the harder the challenge too.
The bigger the turbo, the more painful it becomes. So Andrew came up with a fantastic idea of 3D printing some lightweight ones, and it works fantastically, and now I love them and couldn't be without them. So there you go. So I'll show you a massive turbo on this manifold, just for funsies. I just need to undo a nut. Do you want to bear with me for a minute? I'll ramble on, shall I, whilst I'm undoing this nut, about how good this paint job is. It's pretty good for a rocker cover. So another good thing is you're not swinging a massive turbo around really nice rocker covers and bits like that. It's a plastic one. Right, Behold! A plastic version of a Garrett's G42 1200 compact. Is that correct, Andrew?
Yeah.
Yay! It does indeed go on and fit somehow, remarkably. It wasn't designed to fit. Let me just spin this around a bit because that's annoying me. I can't do it. I'm too feeble. I told you those weak arms, they just don't help you very much.
That sounds like.
I can hear something arriving, Andrew. I can hear it arriving. If we do an unboxing as a part of this video, we could. People would love an unboxing video.
Haven't put anything dodgy in there.
I don't know. We should do an unboxing video. Maybe we'll do it as a part of this and a separate one. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. That's a Turbosmart turbo turning up, by the way. I'm pretty sure it is. Look, behold, you can fit this gigantic turbo on the side of your SR20. Because SR20s are not laggy enough as they are. What you need to do is put one of these monster great wishers in it, and then you know, hold your foot right down all the time. If you want to buy one of these, I will make you one of these, genuinely. It doesn't actually fit on our standard manifold because the ring is much bigger, but I can come up with the solution for that. If you want one of these on your SR20, I will make you a manifold that fits one of these on your SR20. Just ring the shop. It'll be fun, but you must send me a video of it on the dyno or doing something insane, because that would just be ridiculous. The kind of thing we love. Not enough people send us videos, do they, Andrew? In fact, no one sends us
pictures
videos.
Or
please, if you've got
very small percentage.
If you've got some of our gear doing some stuff that's quite cool, or anything really, doesn't even need to be that cool, or you might not think it's cool, but we think it's cool. Send us those videos, send us those pictures. We'll share them again, put them online, and also it will bring me great enjoyment. A DPD van sounds unhealthy, to say the least. Why so late? That might be why it didn't turn up when we expected it to. Right, I'm going to go get a turbo. I'm going to get a nice one, a new one, fresh, brand new turbo from Turbosmart. An unboxing video. Everyone loves an unboxing video apparently. It's the biggest thing on Top Tick or whatever that new thing is that all the kids are down into now. Okay. Oh, they do package things nicely, don't they, Turbosmart? Sticker. That's mine, no one else is getting that. Customer's not getting that, that's mine. And here we are. Behold! Completely assembled as well. That's a lovely touch, having it completely assembled. Another bag on it. I probably shouldn't have opened it like that. I'm just too excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Look! The first one in the UK. It's not a display model. Display model has been here. Right, I've got over the unboxing. What a tremendous event that was. Very exciting. I like it when doing stuff like that. And now I'm going to fit this onto this beautiful S15.
You'll find that doesn't fit now.
Yeah.
What a pre-planned.
Ah, doesn't fit. Of course it is. It's beautiful. Ah.
We knew it would fit because we have 3D models.
Yeah. Shh, don't tell everyone we've got all of that information. Actually, we do. We have all of that stuff. Do you know what I've done? Do you want to see what I've done?
Put a clamp on the wrong way around.
Nope, worse. Look where that nut is. That's the nut for the clamp. Have a look where that fell. Can't get it. Did you manage to get it out?
Didn't really try that hard.
Not. You're still filming. People at home want to see this. The idiot lost the nut down the side of the ring. Down the side of the power steering tank. Right, attempt number 2. She goes on there. Oh, goes on there. Hold the clamp together with that hand. Try not to drop the nut in the engine bay again. Spin her up. And she's on. I mean, commentating on drifting is much better than commentating on doing with a clamp on the back of an exhaust house. No, I'm not going to lie to you. There we go. Pride of place. It look good. Look, it does look good. Look, we're just going to push that out of the way. Just massage that out of the way. That won't fit with the standard bracket. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's like 2 mil too far out, and you'd much rather have the flow on the manifold than you would that. Just drill. See this clamp here? See the bracket? Your fix is to drill the hole just a little bit further down, just a couple mil further down, and then bolt it on. You'll be fine. If you're building a car and doing this to a car, you'll manage that. There we go. Look how good it looks.
That's not very good, isn't it?
That's look beautiful. I want one. That is mine, technically. But I don't really have anything to put it on at the minute. I do, but there's a little way through the project yet. I don't know, maybe we should just buy something to put this on. The dream.
Or just not give Paul this back.
Yeah. That's a good shout, actually.
It's a very nice car.
No, Paul, you cannot. You may not have this car back. It is mine. Now. Right, so we're going to make the kit take this turbo and the Garrett G Series turbo. What would have been really nice is if both of the rear housings from both those turbos lined up in the same place. But they don't, ladies and gentlemen, they do not do that. Which means I have to make 2 completely different downpipes. Well, they have the same jig, but they have a different end point on the jig. Which is even more difficult to do. Everything about it is complicated and frustrating. What would have been really nice, this is my only thing I would say, if they did it the same as Garrett. They don't really want to copy Garrett, do they? It's not copying. I suppose the fitment isn't copying, is it? Does that count? No, it doesn't.
There's probably other compromises to do that though, isn't there?
No doubt. Yeah, well there'll be the cross-sectional flow and all that malarkey in the rear housing. I don't know, I doubt the G Series, I assume the G Series must have a compromise there because all of them are exactly the same endpoints, so in and out.
Well,
so
25, 30s and 35s.
Fine. All the turbos that you're probably going to fit on an SR or any car up to around 950 horsepower, 1000 horsepower, from 300 to there, all have the same inlet and outlet position. So you could take one off, you could take a 25 off and bolt a 35 1050 on there, and it will bolt on the same. Obviously it's actually quite a bit bigger in mass than 35, but it would fit on end point to end point, which makes life very easy when you're making kits for stuff. What doesn't make life easy is when you have a contender such as this, as beautiful and as magical as this turbo is. It's not the same, so I have to do some extra work. Darn and blast. Right, usually I get to the end of a video like this and I finish off and I sort of like pause and the video ends, and then I think the video's end, I'm about to go off, have a cup of tea or whatever, and Andrew asks some questions. So before that I'm going to preempt that and say, Andrew, is this Andrew question time?
Well, it's the end of the video, you haven't actually welded the manifold up
No,
yet.
I mean the end, normally end of the section, I didn't mean video, section, end of the section. I normally get to an end of a section and then you want to ask me about, it's awkward. You awkwardly ask me questions after the pause, so I'm gonna lead you in.
I think we're good on this one.
You are?
I think we're good.
Really?
Well, I don't know any questions anyway.
Is that just because it's the end of the day and you want to get home? Right, go home then. We'll pick this back up again tomorrow morning. Since you've left, Andrew has been on holiday, so I haven't been able to film very much. Andrew is still on holiday at the minute, so I've got Jim, who, as you may be able to notice by the shaky camera work, is not our usual cameraman, but he is, nonetheless, is in the middle of in between jobs. Well, kind of in between jobs. I've taken him from in between jobs, and now we're going to use him to do some filming. Anyway, I digress, and this is boring. What I've done is a downpipe. You can see a bit of the downpipe from up here. Come on, Jim, get in there. You can do that.
I'll do an Andrew one and then go
right in there.
We get that. There we go.
Oh, and I'll just show you the boost pipe. Yeah, boost pipe. Just okay, a little adapter in between that space there, and that's where it sits. And two boost reference points. Right, now you have to bear with me 1 minute whilst I go up. And we'll do and we'll do the rest of the downpipe. Sorry much to say about this. Do you like the pink ramp? Put a comment on how much you like the pink ramp, if you like it. If you don't like it, I probably won't change the colour for you, but you know. Right, rest of the downpipe. This particular one's a plumb back. I don't think you can see that from the top. You can see it from down here. Flexor joint, and then that joins into the standard cap position. We've got a bracket that's actually not the real bracket, but it does represent the end points of the real bracket. Yeah, so it goes to the standard cap position, and then that is just an aftermarket system. One that does fit surprisingly well. But okay, there we have it. That's the end of it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to have Jim, who is holding the camera at the minute, jig the rest of this. I'll get him to do it because I don't want to. And Jim doesn't mind doing it every so often. Takes him off of doing manifolds constantly, day in, day out. Gives him a little bit of a break, something different to do. At least that's my excuse. So he is going to be jigging that, and I will show you the end and finished product in a moment. And here it is, the finished product, all welded up. I don't really need to show you it back in the car again. Andrew might have some pictures that he might slot in, because he did take some pictures, didn't you, Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just insert them here, and then you can just do a nice little scoop around. I don't really need to say much more about it. What would you conclude it as? There you go. It is done. You've seen what we did. You know what we were going to do. We have achieved such thing. It is here. Would you like more?
I don't know, you said
yeah,
I'll show you the finished thing.
I have. There you go. Now, right, it's up to you to do the nice camera around the stuff. I've done my bit. This is me over.
End the video then.
We'll do another one shortly, no doubt. Like, Andrew's begging me to do them, every single one. I want to get some actual work done, but it is good to do the videos. I know I quite enjoy doing the videos.